I'm good.
Oh, hey there, kiddos. Looks like you found your dad's anime stash. It's going to be a good one. With me in the studio this week, as always, is Sai of the Kogan style. I don't know what that's a reference to. Maybe we'll find out a little later on. And myself, Mark is running late. He is having some issues. I hear maybe his heart exploded. I don't know how that works, but he says he'll be fine. So as soon as he fixes that, maybe he'll pop in and tell us what he thought about today's anime. I've heard this name 700 times. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Shigurui? That's not right.
Shigurui.
Shigurui, Death Frenzy. We can call it Death Frenzy. I feel like
let's call it Death Frenzy.
I mean, I'm not Asian, so I'm not very good at pronouncing words like that. I'm not like Mark, you know. So
I was calling it Blood Frenzy.
I thought it was Death Frenzy.
I know I'm wrong, but that just show you how bad I am at life because I was calling it the wrong English words.
Oh well, that's fine. We'll call it whatever we want. People know what we're talking about. People are just glad to hear us.
Huh? You said if I liked it. I mean, it was something.
I have a feeling that you liked it. I mean, there's a hint right in front of us.
What's the hint?
You joined the Kogan style.
Oh yeah. No.
Please excuse Sai. He just woke up from a
I literally just
nap.
woke up. No. I mean, it was. I don't know if I liked it or I hated it. I'm somewhere in between.
It's not what anyone expected.
Yeah, no. It's very like at first, I'm not gonna lie, first 3 episodes, I was like, what the hell is this? I hate this. And then I didn't super hated it towards the end.
So it starts off in the most dramatic fashion it could possibly start, with a gentleman cutting open his own stomach and ripping his guts out to try to stop a fight. Pretty dramatic, this dude. So our whole story here is we have we're just gonna simplify this. He's a prince. Dude's a prince, and he's a psycho. And typically they have samurais fight for them just to show, how good samurais can be, but they use wooden swords. Well, this prince doesn't want that. He wants them to use real swords so we can see some blood and guts. And it's my understanding that this is based on a true story.
Yeah, I mean,
the dude, the prince, I don't know anyone's name.
All I remember is his dad's name, which is I think it was his dad. Is Iemetsu.
We'll go with that. Look, the last anime character's name that I remember is Goku.
I was just about to say it's Goku, probably.
It's Goku, yeah. So this dude is just a friggin' psycho who terrorizes everyone. A little history lesson. He's such a terror that when he dies and his, I want to say, uncle takes over, he forces the guy to commit suicide in front of everyone. That's how much of a shit he is. We don't get to see any of that, but that's how it went down. To give you some backstory.
Yeah.
He's, I hate to use this kind of language, but he's a bit of a rude dude.
Yeah, I think we only see him, 2 times?
Yeah.
You see him then, and then we see him another time at the end. pretty much.
So our whole story, our entire story is one fight. We've got the samurai with one arm versus the blind samurai with the incredibly injured foot.
Yeah.
So you're thinking, man, this is going to be like an episode of South Park where they make fun of the disabled, but they sure as hell ain't making fun of these guys. They are intense.
What is it? Genosuke and Irako? Irako?
That sounds right. Neither one of them are Goku. I 100% remember that.
And the second one wasn't Vegeta, so.
No, neither of them were Goku or Vegeta. But they really they had at it with each other. So this anime reminded me of two other animes. And if you're a huge fan of the show, like everyone is, you'll know that I hated both of these other animes. And those animes are Record of Ragnarok and Berserk. And this anime took a cue from both of those. And the fact that the entire anime is a flashback, which is infuriating because I wanted to see the fight. And every swing of the sword had its own backstory, which I also don't care for. And I get why people like it. Like afterwards, I watched a couple of reviews on www.youtube.com, and
I thought I was the only one.
No,
I had to.
I like to see if my opinions match up.
No, I did try to understand what the hell was going on.
I did get that. So yeah, you'd said something like after episode 3, it's a little easier to follow. And I don't know what the hell you were watching. Maybe you're just on another level, man. But I never followed this from beginning to end. There were way too many flashbacks, and then we pop to current time to see what's going on for half a second, then we flash back again, and I could not keep up.
Yeah, it was rough, man. After I want to say, yeah, about the third episode, I was like, oh, okay, I kind of see what we're doing, and it just was all. But
I understand what you're saying. Like the plot evened out that you knew what was going on, but then it was hard to keep up. It never got easy to keep up with.
No. Yeah, because there's definitely a lot of narration going on. Because like you said, every swing of the sword, you get a whole basically an episode just telling you about why that one sword swing mattered, and it was rough. Because man, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something it reminded me of.
Have you seen Berserk?
Yes, I have. I'm kind of drawing a blank on what. Like, is it the gore and blood?
Well, the gore and blood does, but the fact that it's basically all a flashback. Berserk, the first episode, I was super into that because it's Guts fighting a demon with his hand cannon, and then you see no more of that for the entire series.
The 97 Berserk or 2016?
The 97.
Oh, I never watched 97. That's why.
See, 97 is all flashback. And it's
really?
all flashback to before anything I cared about.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. I could see that. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. Like, like I feel like it just was like watching a kid that could just like finally start cursing, say like just goes off cursing, but with blood and gore. Like it was too much for no reason. Like it was like I was like, man, like what? God, why?
It was like WWF when they finally got to the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're gonna say shit tonight.
and they even started saying shit all, and the CGI was kind of Like, I get what they were going for.
And it never bugged me.
It usually doesn't bug me either, but like I think it was just the organs, like the inner, like like the dude pulling it out that really fucked me up. I was
Yeah,
like,
they became outwards pretty quick, man. I'm with you, but let's be honest, man. From the first 30 seconds in, they tell you exactly what to expect visually.
oh yeah, no, yeah, they like it. It's totally a you're either gonna like it or hate it thing. And I
Hmm.
mean, like I think early on I knew I wasn't really gonna like it whenever they had that big blood spray that covers the like the whole screen, and I was like, that looks stupid, and I was just like, because it was like all glowy and shit. Mm-mm.
Well,
I
sometimes
wasn't a
blood
big.
flows, man. That's just life.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Mm-mm. I don't know, man. It's a hard one. Either I don't know. Like I'm trying to make myself like it more,
Why?
but I
Because
can't. I
because
don't know.
reviewers liked it.
No. Well, yeah, one of the one reviews, I was like, he was like, this was amazing. I was like, what were you watching? I was like, I
I think
don't think so.
I uh I listened to a review playing in the background on YouTube on the way home. Oh my god. And
Oh, what
I
the hell
kind
are
of felt
you
like it's
playing?
like he was describing it in a way that was like, yeah, I remember that happening, but why is that good for you?
Yeah, that game is wild.
Oh my gosh. Man, okay, sorry, I keep getting distracted. I keep getting super important messages. I'm an important guy. Was there you're taking off? Size running away. I don't know. To me, the whole thing just kind of bled into one thing. Like there were some gruesome moments. There were some cool fights, and I don't know why I dug the one dude's big wooden sword.
Oh yeah,
I didn't
Wooden Sword
expect
was
that. That was
cool.
just
I was like, is that a paddle?
I know he reminded me of the dude from Rurouni Kenshin whose name escapes me, but
Oh, Sanosuke.
yeah, the dude with the big sword.
Yeah,
So good.
I was like, is he a frat boy? What's going on? Why does I like this? Oh no! Whenever I was calling him a Japanese uh Joker the whole time. I was like, because the part where he cut open his mouth. I was like, ew. I don't think
Yeah,
that's how none of that works.
that well, I don't think this was 100% medically accurate. It wasn't exactly the human centipede.
I forgot that existed.
Yeah, it's fine. That's a good thing to forget, man.
I know, and every once in a while, somebody reminds me. I'm like, oh, that is a thing, isn't it? People suck,
Yeah, they do.
literally, and shit.
Yeah, yeah. I don't look, unless they make it into an anime, I think we should just never have to talk about that again.
Yeah,
But they did
yeah.
make three of those, That's weird.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I'm so sad now.
yeah.
Why?
I saw the first one, and then I
I
read the
didn't even
Wikipedia
watch
on the
the
last
first one.
two.
I read the Wikipedia on the first one. I was like, really? That's what's going on in that movie? I'm glad I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it's not good. It's
Mm,
not good.
I'm not surprised. So wait, what were we talking about? Shigurui.
Yeah, we were talking about anime.
Yeah, this is better than Human Centipede. I'll give it that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like if we're comparing it to the human centipede, let's blows it out of the water.
Oh yeah.
The
Uh,
animation is so great versus the live action human centipede.
Yeah, the sword fights are really cool though. I will give it that. Like, it definitely feels like more realistic in a way because yeah, there's some stuff going on as far as the sword fights that you're like, I don't think that's how physics or life works. But like it's like one strike basically, and the fight's over.
I don't
So
know. I've never seen a real life sword fight, but I would imagine there's not a lot of strikes in it. You know,
yes, yeah, I hope so.
I figure like I know if I were in a sword fight, the second I got stabbed, I would be dead.
It doesn't even matter. Once they start swinging the sword, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I just lay down and be like, I'm dead.
Can I tap out?
No, I mean, I'm trying to think. What was a really good fight? Whenever he first shows up is a pretty good one. I think the what's Irako, the bad is he the bad? Okay, who's the bad guy in this
Okay,
story?
there literally every character is the bad guy. That was like
Yeah,
the every review I watched of it agreed with that, and I can't argue with that at all.
I can't.
Maybe uh the dude's daughter, I guess, was almost a good guy, but that was it.
Nah,
And she was
she was
barely
still
even a
bad.
character. Well, yeah,
She was still
that's,
bad.
that's
She
true.
flipped
Man,
sides too many times.
there was just
Oh,
I don't know. Like no one was good. That's definitely true.
it's definitely like it's definitely one of those. Um, yeah, people suck at shows. Very realistic in that way, but yeah, they're all shitty. Well, I don't know the 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 one armed dude, which I don't even know how he became one armed. From the first episode, I don't remember him being like necessarily shitty. He just didn't save her from the one thing, but there was a bunch of dudes there with swords. So I mean, what'd you want him to do?
I don't know. I mean, a good man doing nothing is evil enough, right?
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Okay, one question though. That dude, there's one. Let me try to remember him correctly. There's this like whenever one of the you remember that dude with the funny haircut, right? With the bangs
Yeah.
and the thing. I was like, how does that even work? But anyway, whenever he dies, there's one of the. I guess it's like a, a higher ranked disciples. It's the one who, when he dies, he talks about. I think like the 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 Cubs room is a little like more spacious now because all the people are dying.
Mhm.
Okay, were they getting at the fact that he was like loving the little, like he was in love with the little boy? Because
I don't think so, but maybe.
he seemed to, I don't know, that's just the vibe I got off of him.
Well, I mean, I didn't get that vibe, but I could see it. I mean, they're all pretty shitty.
Okay.
So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
definitely possible.
Okay. I just I thought it was like, I was like, ew. Maybe he just looked creepy too.
Yeah. Were you disappointed when the fighters just didn't turn on the Lord and kill him?
Uh, the one, which one?
The Psycho Lord that made him fight?
Oh yeah. Uh,
Make it like a gladiator situation?
yeah, but they wanted to kill each other. I don't think they were worried about him too much.
They would have
Yeah, he was
they should have
he
been.
was a shit though.
He was a shit, man. Kids these
Yeah, that
days.
that dude, like, didn't he, like, he was like, I don't care. Whenever whenever he spilled his soul out in front of him, which caught me by surprise. I didn't. I was just like, why is he coughing? Which
Yeah.
I don't think that's how disemboweling yourself works. Because I assumed that he did it with a knife first, and then he like wrapped it up, and then he was like, ugh. But I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, I think what he did, and I'm no anatomy expert here, but was probably just took the knife and cut himself
Yeah,
enough
okay.
that he could slide his hands in there and grab his guts.
Hmm. Yeah, that's rough. Mm. Yeah, and he wasn't phased at all. He was like, "That's exactly what I wanted."
He's like,
Yeah.
cool. Clean that up.
Mm. I think we do see him another time. Don't we see him whenever? Was that him? Right? Whenever they're like, "Oh, somebody's daughter has to like stay with them for the night or whatever."
The Lord, the Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Okay, that was him. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
it's amazing because you'd think the whole story would be maybe wrapped around him. Like you think at
No,
the
not at
end,
all.
maybe you'd hear like all the shitty stuff was somehow his fault or something. But no, it's just everyone's shit. And this is what you
Yeah,
get.
especially Daddy.
Yeah.
What's his name? Kogan Daddy. Oh,
Oh my god, that dude.
he's a big
He's
shit.
shit. He's a
Yeah,
cult
that's
leader.
exactly. Oh, dude, he's the super cult leader.
They
Mm.
were they were all about him.
Oh
Which I
man.
mean, that's what I want to do one day. I want to be a cult leader because that seems like a good job.
I couldn't. I didn't. Okay, so it was like once every 2 months he would get a sanity, and it was only for a couple hours, or was it for a whole day? Because it seemed like he was faking it at times.
Oh well, I heard someone say that he was like bipolar, but I don't know if that's. I'm not 100% sure that's how that works. I think it was
Yeah, I
supposed to
don't
be.
think that's how it works.
There's. I don't think there's a schedule with that. I think it was. I forget the exact time frame, but I think it was like every 2 months he was good for a whole day. That
Okay,
sounds
I
right.
think that's right.
But I mean, I'm not a math guy. That's what Mark's here for, and he's not here, so we don't have anyone to do math.
Yeah, I'm not in math either. I failed those.
I took
Yeah, no, it was
geometry my
weird.
senior year, so
I never took geometry. I
yeah, but
took.
that's like 1 out of 60, so that's not very good odds.
But yeah, no. His. Mm-mm. And he never seemed to not be good at cutting stuff, even with his fingers,
What?
because
What do you mean?
he just snatched a little girl's nipple right off.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Oh man, that was brutal. I
It
was like,
was
wow.
yeah, I mean, again, I hate to say it, but rude dude.
I mean, I kind of get it at that point. Could probably better ways to have gone about it, but
You,
yeah,
what do you mean you get it? Stop identifying with everyone who's piece of shit in this.
because she was having sex with his pupil. Because he went through the whole spiel about, I can tell who's been maintaining my sword, and while I'm crazy or whatever, I can tell that it's being sharpened daily. And then he's like, yeah, I could see that you're also getting maintained while I'm incapable.
Okay, so I get the anger of your woman cheating on you, but you probably shouldn't cut her nipple off.
Also, they didn't show. Did they show us him burning her other breast?
No,
That kind of caught me out of surprise.
or maybe they did.
I
There.
don't think they did.
I'm not gonna lie. I looked away sometimes. It was a
I
bit
did
much.
too. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of times I caught myself with the. I'm not looking because I know something stupid's about to happen. And by stupid, I mean very brutally brutal. Cause
Yeah.
man, like when, like he just that knife in the mouth thing really was.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was. I don't know if that's how knives in the mouth work. Maybe maybe it was a dull knife specifically for mouths to make it worse. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's why.
I just liked every time he drank something. It just I was like, that never healed.
Yeah, that's why I have a beard, so that couldn't happen.
Yeah, I think that's how that works, right?
Smart
The
thinking.
the beard will protect me. But yeah,
Well,
no,
one of
that
the
was
problems
brutal.
with it be, I mean, one of the problems with just it being so short is there's only so much that can happen.
Yeah,
So,
it definitely wasn't finished either.
well, it's based on the manga. The manga is quite a bit longer from what I hear. This was like half of it. I don't know if they were planning on making the rest or not, but they
That
didn't.
would make sense because they end
Yeah.
right at a good spot. Because, like I said earlier, like dude, one of the main dudes just loses an arm, and I have no idea when he loses it. It also seems kind of important because they're showing off his back muscles, and they're like, "Oh, he's a one-handed swordsman, but look at his back." Da-da-da. I was like, I didn't know he had one arm.
Yeah. But he did have a ripped ass back, dude.
Yeah, it was. It was
You got to
definitely ripped.
admit, he was on the roids.
Yeah, and man, that sword technique that the other guy used, I was just like, I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
The foot thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know either. That doesn't seem right. But again, who are we to say?
it just was. That was like, it reminded me of watching Rurouni Kenshin with some of the like, what's his name? Did you watch Rurouni Kenshin?
Yeah.
The the Gatotsu dude, the one that would fly and like stab people, the dude from the military police or whatever.
I know you're
That
talking
would
about what is
like
Gatotsu?
his that I
I'm
think that's the name of his attack or whatever.
is it? Yeah.
Something something
I'm
like that. But I was just like, I don't think that's how physics works. But at least in Rurouni Kenshin, like I could kind of give it a pass.
yeah, because it had that banging theme song.
Yeah, and it was actually pretty good all
Retention
the
was
way through.
great.
Oh yeah, it
Uh
was.
I mean
I was being nice.
I don't know how to compare Kenshin to this because it had, a coherent plot. But
Oh, definitely. No, like this one was just like it. You definitely can tell that it was meant to be more because I kind of ended it, and I was happy it ended, but I was also like, I could. What the hell is that?
It's me.
that's Mark. That's what he looks
Why do you
like.
have?
That's my face.
He's not wearing
Oh,
makeup, so he looks
Yeah, I
different.
usually wear makeup for all of our shows. I'm
oh, okay.
outside, so I'm sorry if it's a little loud, but
I'm outside right now.
sorry I'm late, everybody. But the
Yeah, I was
so
asleep.
to we'll catch everyone up on why I'm late. So besides what seems to be like possibly a tooth infection, so it hurts to talk. It's looking like I'm gonna need shoulder surgery. So
What?
Did you watch
yeah,
that episode of Frasier I told you to?
I did. Yeah. I didn't. Luckily, I don't have a fanny pack, so I'm still good on that regard. But we'll see how it goes.
It seems
Um,
right.
it does seem right. So okay. So my quick thoughts aside, I know we had messaged about this earlier. It after the first few episodes, which were insanely confusing to follow, I like started to kind of like connect some of the dots. But then I got more confused at the end. Like I don't know about you guys, but like I,
Oh
I
yeah.
I thought there'd be some sort of reference to the actual fight that those guys have, right? Because like even the description mentions that like this anime is about these two dudes fighting, and you never see them fight. Well, I mean, I guess technically you do like in the first, like second or second episode.
Yeah, when he first gets there.
Yeah, their sparring match when the one dude first shows up, but like it was like there were so many random jumps, like that Susu guy who gets randomly introduced in like episode 7 and then dies one episode later. I had such a hard time following this show because it was like nothing was like just it was everything. It was just like constantly introduced new people and like new techniques and new sword like techniques and like when did the one dude lose an arm?
That's what we were talking about.
I like and when was the other dude a cripple? Like the blind thing, okay, yes, you fixed the blind part where you see the dude being blinded. But like at no point, like the only reference they make to the one dude's arm is if you guys remember like episode 10 or 11 where he's like doing the training and he goes down to his arms and it zooms in on the like bruise on his right arm.
I didn't remember that.
No.
Yeah, they showed in like episode 10 really, but that was the only reference to his arm. Oh, also here's another fun little thing that I noticed. So
did you go to YouTube and watch everything like us?
Yeah. The arm that he loses, like when you first see him in episode 1, and it's his right arm, I think, right?
Yeah, I think it's the one he used to bite and like spit in the dude's face, even though he was blind.
Yeah. I think his right arm. If you watch the show, the arm that he gets his fingers broken on during the sparring match, and the arm that he gets the bruise on in episode 10 is the opposite arm that he's lost in the first episode.
Yeah, that'll happen. Arms are hard to draw.
Apparently, because at no point is there a reference to anything. Again, I was very excited to watch this because it was samurai related, but there's like there's no connection to anything. Like in the first episode, that the one dude's daughter, the guy, the Daimo's daughter, is with the dude with the one arm, Kiengin or however you say his name, Kogan. But if you watch the anime, she's obsessed with the other dude.
Yeah, Mie or whatever. I was saying that earlier. Yeah, she's a shit too. We were trying to figure out who wasn't a shit in this show.
Yeah, like I don't understand. Like it was like everything. Yeah, it was like everything we saw in the first 5 minutes of the first episode is nothing to what actually took place in any way.
Because her whole thing was right. Like the thing that confused me was whenever they banished him, she stops eating for however long, and then
she fell in love with him.
Starts eating again.
Yeah,
and then Dad dies. Spoiler alert.
Well, she got over
Dad
it.
died. Yeah, I was like, what? And then that was it.
And what was it? She fell in love with him because he didn't abuse her when given the immediate opportunity to do so.
Yeah, because he knew she was going to kill herself.
Well, that's why I love people.
I don't know.
It reminded me of Berserk and the way that it set you up to make you think it was going to be something it wasn't at all.
Yeah, that's a decent comparison because Berserk is crazy messed up.
And it also starts out as a guy with a can in hand fighting demons, and then you never see that again.
Until 2016.
I don't know. Just because I don't have grades on, I don't know what grade you guys are gonna give it, but
I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, when you guys get there, I'm giving it a D. I'm giving it a D plus C minus. It's. I was very excited to watch it, but there's nothing like speeding down my apartment complex.
I thought you were at the doctor or something.
No, that was this morning when I got the X-rays done, and then got the fun phone call after you get done with the doctors. And 2 hours later, they call you and leave you a voicemail asking if you can please call because they got your test results and they have stuff to discuss with you.
See, that's why I don't go to doctors.
Yeah, it was the best. And then I called, and like the short version is that when I called back and talked to a nurse, they were like, "Yeah, we looked at the X-rays and we saw there's
Got it.
gaps in your joints in your shoulder, so we need to do an MRI as soon as possible to see how bad the ligament damage is."
Oh God. There's more than one joint in your shoulder.
Well, like the main joint, like they saw gaps of
Yeah.
separation in my shoulder.
Man, that doesn't sound that bad.
So we'll see.
Listen,
yeah, I'm gonna give it like a C-, like D+, C-. It's just I felt like the animation was solid enough for what it was. You know what I mean? Like for the kind of anime it was, solid enough animation. Intro and outro music were terrible. There's no.
That made this show longer.
Yeah, there's no story. There's no storyline that connects. There's no. The characters that even appear throughout all 12 episodes have nothing to do with each other practically. There's no correlation. There's no system of like balance. There's just nothing. There's just these crazy advanced sword techniques that are unrealistic. And I like, again, it's anime, so I'm all for unrealistic sword techniques. But this anime was clearly styled to be in a semblance of realism.
It was kind of like Zodiac Wars, where it was just all over the place.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Yeah, it was just there was no. It was like just A to Z. It was A to Z to 10 to F to Batman. Like there was just nothing made sense. Like it was just I can see why on the site that I watched it on that it had like a rating of like a 4.2 out of 10.
Or something.
YouTube. Oh, out of 10. Out of 10. I
yeah.
No,
fuck no. It was 4.2 out of 10 was the rating on the site that I watched it on.
I didn't even look at that.
Yeah, but I'm reaching the limit of how much I'm able to talk because my tooth's starting to kill me.
So not if you like Japanese Joker or not.
No, I wouldn't watch this.
You didn't like the Japanese Joker?
The guy with his mouth cut? That was Sai's favorite part by far. Watching him drink.
Well, okay, that was disturbing. And like why they're eating eyes and nipples and
yeah, I was just about to say
when did the human cannibalism become like I love ancient Japan in the Edo period, and I don't remember reading about the eating of eyeballs as a regular.
The dude was real.
I mean,
they started with
that
I respect the realism. Yeah, I'll respect the realism, but like, there's just no connection to much of anything. But yeah, let me know what we need to watch in 2 weeks. What are we doing next week again?
We have nothing planned next week.
All right, let's think of it, because this is what we do. Let's do. We haven't done a fight. We haven't done a fight in a while. The last fight we did was Goku and Frieza. Okay.
We'll narrow it down throughout the week. We're gonna pick a fight from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Ooh, actually, you know what we should do? We should do Yusuke and not Jin, the Windmaster, the drunk dude. Why am I blanking on the? Yeah, Chu. Yeah.
Let's do Yusuke and Chu.
Let's go Yusuke and Chu. Yeah.
Gonna be a fight breakdown.
Yeah, right. That's such a good fight. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Goodbye, Mark. Best of luck.
Best of luck. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I got starting tomorrow morning starts my week of muscle relaxers and steroids to reduce pain.
You're gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, I got a week of that. MRI scheduling the MRIs on Monday to do that. They put it in like I've never seen a doctor put in an MRI that fast. Like
I've never had one.
Yeah, when I called the nurse back to like just to confirm that that's what I need to do, I was like, oh, so what do I call? And she's like, oh no, the doctor's already got everything in the system that you need an MRI as soon as possible.
And you went for your tooth, and they're like, yeah, you need to check out your shoulder.
This is a good dentist, man.
No, I went for my shoulder. I went to the dentist weeks ago for a toothache, and they did x-rays and everything, and they didn't find anything. And all of a sudden the toothache started back up again a couple of days ago, and it's getting progressively worse.
It's referred pain.
Yeah, I went for the shoulder, and that's when they found that like my shoulder is pretty messed up.
You know what I did about my teeth? I kept drinking soda until my nerves died.
That's smart.
Pretty much. That's pretty much where I'm going.
I was popping Advil.
Yeah. that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing. But yeah, tomorrow starts that, so I can't drive for a week. So, but yeah, spin the wheel. Let me know what it is, and yeah, so next week, Chew and Yusuke, let's do that.
All right. Go relax, Mark. Sai, what do you think? What have you had enough time to formulate a rating in your head?
Yeah, I think I have.
So I'm gonna guess you're gonna say S plus.
No.
No,
I was gonna say B.
I was gonna go with a D minus because it reminded me of two of my least favorite animes, Berserk and Record of Ragnarok.
And I think I gave it a D because I was like, well, like if it was just the sword fights, I probably would have liked it more. Not liked it more. It probably would have got higher. Like the sword fights were cool, but the story was just like Mark said. Like Mark just basically, I feel like ran through everything we were saying without him even being prepped on what we were talking about.
Yeah,
I was just like, yeah. So,
I believe you're
but
right.
I felt like he was being nice whenever he said C minus.
He was being nice. No, it's just I didn't find any reason to love it. I think the people who reviewed it and said it was great were like searching for depth that just wasn't there.
Yeah, I feel like edgelords like this. I feel like those are the people that like stuff just because it's bloody.
All right, we're gonna spin the wheel. Are you excited?
Yes, hopefully. Well, I mean, after the last time, but because we did get this from the wheel, right?
Yeah, we get everything from the wheel.
Yeah. No.
Are you hoping for Backstreet Girls?
What? Is that the one about the girl, the Yakuzas that become idols?
Yeah, that's that.
Okay. I watched a few of those.
My brother
Yeah,
has been trying to get me to watch it for a while. All right.
I would do that.
Up in the air. You ready? Oh, come on,
Definitely better
Digimon
than
Season 2.
Shigurui.
It's a loud wheel. Didn't expect it to be this loud.
Yeah, I tried to give you an out. I said we could do. What the fuck is... Oh my god.
What? I don't know what Burst Angel is.
I think it's bad.
It doesn't sound good.
I know,
you know
that. I feel like I've seen it around, and I don't think I.
It looks not good. I don't like the way it looks, but I don't like the genre girls with guns.
Girls with guns? What? Yeah, it's bad. It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna
probably.
be not good.
This is probably gonna be worse than. Oh god. No.
In the near future, due to an unusual rise in criminal activity, it has become legal to possess firearms in Japan, so lawful citizens can protect themselves. At the same time, the government established the recently armed police of Tokyo, whose method of exterminating criminals rather than arresting them. Story opens up with yada yada, a male college student at a culinary arts school. I like the sound of that. With a dream of someday becoming a pastry chef, motorcycling down an inner city, becomes caught up in a shootout. He escapes unharmed and ends up working as a cook in an effort to gather up enough money to travel to France. The girls, ranging in age from 11 to 19, turn out to be pseudo-mercenary agents for a larger international group. Okay, that it doesn't...
None of this is like every sentence you say is going completely a different direction than I expected it to.
So that's why I'm going to give it a chance. I like the pastry chef thing, so we're going to see where this goes.
They're like, yeah, the cops have guns, and oh yes, pastry chef. What? I mean, yeah, it's probably going to be better than Shigurui. I'll give it that.
All right. So we'll give it a chance. All right.
I don't think I'm going to be able to watch this one in one day like I forced myself to watch Shigurui.
You can. I believe in you. It's only 24 episodes. There are 24 hours in a day. The episodes are 25 minutes. This all makes sense.
That's like 4 hours, right?
No. We're not math guys.
It's like 8 hours.
Stop trying to make me a math guy, Sai.
I think Shigurui. You can get about 3 episodes in an hour.
Well, you cut out the opening and the ending. You get them down to 20 minutes. You get 3 in an hour. So 24 divided by 3. So you got 6, 8 hours. Yep. You can do it.
Yeah, I could do it. I'm not.
So just wait till 8 hours before we record next time.
Yeah. I told you. I tried to get us to watch Digimon, but nobody wanted to listen to me.
I explain to you constantly that I'm always watching Digimon. Literally have Black War Greymon on my phone at all times. See that?
Oh, yeah, War Greymon.
He keeps me company. All right. So we'll wrap it up for the night so everyone can go to bed. Sai, I know you haven't gotten enough naps today.
I'm up now.
Oh, good. Well, I'm going to leave. You keep recording.
Nah, I'm not. I'm gonna. I got more stuff to watch.
All right.
Stuff I want to watch.
Well, make sure to check out Burst Angel. All right, kids, go ahead and sneak that VHS tape back under your dad's bed. Put a little dust on it for Sai. Make sure you tune in next week. We're going to watch Yusuke fight Chu, and everyone is going to lose their shit. And then tune in the week after that when we review Burst Angels, which I feel like is going to be a pleasant surprise because I feel like we are due. And then tune in the week after that when we do our trivia because I feel like it's time for trivia. I feel like I haven't done it in a while. Sai, anything to add?
Simply for Senpai. That's it because I'm going to get yelled at if I don't. Yep,
Ash clearly doesn't care because he's live streaming right now. So,
oh shoot,
he decided to be your competition.
Oh, if I knew he was live streaming, I would have said that.
Just tell him to fuck off. All right, kids, fuck off. Good night.